smoke is very dangerous.
Lahore is a cultural city.
Noise, the smells, the pollution, begging them to let us in.
Might let us in.
There's a curfew at 4 p.m. technically in Lahore. Good morning everybody from Islamabad, the capital of Pakistan. I am back after a few days in the mountains hiking, had some much needed rest, and now I'm on the journey to explore the rest of the country. As you can see here, this is the view from the balcony. It's pretty smoggy in Islamabad right now, maybe 250 or so on the AQ index, which is fairly hazardous. And speaking of smog, the next stop on the itinerary is Lahore, which is known right now to be the most polluted city on the planet. Its toxic smog is so bad that it can be seen from space, and much of the city is struggling to tackle the issues. Now, I was going to completely skip Lahore and go down south, but I met some guys in Fairy Meadows and they were saying that I should visit at least for a couple of days because it is the cultural capital of Pakistan and it would be a shame to miss. And I also think it's a good opportunity for me to see what's going on the ground, see what the government is doing, and spend a couple of days seeing the Indian border, which is something that I really wanted to do. The AQ index for Lahore right now is 1,200, which is very, very hazardous. The reading stops at 300. So join me on a journey for a weekend in Lahore and let's see what it's really like. Made it to Lahore. I'm outside the hostel right now. The bus journey last night was a bit of a failure. I turned up a little bit too late, so I had to wait 2 hours to get the next bus. But the buses are really nice here. They are luxurious. They come around with Pepsi and 7-Up, water, comfortable seats, not like the buses I took from northern Pakistan down to Islamabad. So now I'm off to go meet a friend and we're going to go see some of the sights of Lahore. Okay, I have met up with Meher. We tried to go to the museum, but unfortunately it was closed because of the smog, hence the mask, which you can now see. Everything's been closed until tomorrow, so we're going to try and find out the things that are open around the city, and then tomorrow hit the museum, National College of Arts, and some of the more historical places. And what's special about these buildings?
They're very historical.
Yeah. How has it been with the smog?
I usually stay indoors, but when I have to come out, I do.
Yeah. Have people been getting ill? Have you got ill?
I've gotten like a sore throat. Oh wow.
They're now paying this guy for a tour around the bazaars of Lahore. And we're going to go to a shoe market because Meher's shoe is broken.
And these are the British period instructions. Since 1849, on the annexation of Punjab, the British converted Lahore home to military barracks, military garrison. So these are some modification of the British. So it's among the three largest castle of subcontinent, next to Delhi and Agra. This is a mosque which is very much neglected mosque in Lahore. And Baba told us in his memory, in his autobiography, that when he met against his formidable rival, Ibrahim Lodi, so he fought a famous battle, the first Panipat battle near Delhi, when his 15,000 soldiers, they managed to defeat 150,000 army and plus thousands war elephant. It was only possible because Babur cleverly made a good use of his cannon artillery. So he ordered his artillery to fire cannonball at those thousands elephant.
And that's how the Mughal Empire started being made.
Babur told us the biggest tactical mistake which made by his enemy, he kept all the 1,000 war elephant in front of his soldiers. So as soon he fired cannonball, with the thunder and noise of the cannon, those elephants got very haunted, very scary, very frightened, immediately turn around and trample their own soul. Lahore is a cultural city,
It's a very historical
but
city.
it has a very diverse architect, diverse culture. It had a diverse culture, but still it has a diverse architecture. If you visiting Lahore, you find at the same time Mughal architecture. You find British architecture, the buildings from the colonial era, and of course you find a lot of buildings from the Sikh period. So all in all, Lahore is still a city which represents you some beautiful. And British, of course, created all the major official and educational buildings like GC College, GC University, Atchison College, Civil and College, and many others.
These markets are split into different sections. You've got like a car section, food section, the shoe section. It's absolutely chaotic here.
But shawls are weaving around here as well, Pashmina shawl. Mosque was built during his period. The foundation stone of this mosque laid by Hazrat Mian Mir. He is one of the Sufi saints. Next to Ali Hajveri. He is another premier saint of Lahore.
This place is crazy. The noise, the smells, the pollution, the traffic, people everywhere is sending me west. I can't deal with it. The chaos of Old Town was too much for us, so we are now heading to DHA, which is the more modern, cleaner area of the city, New Lahore. And we're going to go to a rehab clinic, I'll tell you why later, and get some chai.
We're gonna renovate this soon because obviously it's not updated. Other than that, I would show you the upstairs one, but someone is doing therapy in there right now,
Yes.
and it's the prettiest one we have. Group therapy. Sometimes people who are in the addiction rehabilitation center they come here. They have group therapy with each other, and they do like a lot of things. Like the main thing, it's like surrounded with paintings.
Yeah. To try and evoke emotion. Good to see that mental health is a thing here in Pakistan.
It is. It's somewhat taboo, but it is still. We're trying.
Yeah. So we have some sajid, and then we're gonna do the honors. Oh my god! Proper biryani.
I'm done. How was the biryani?
Oh,
Impressions?
that is so good. Guys, I just want to show you the living situation here in Lahore because, you know, traveling, backpacking, it's a mixed bag. Sometimes I'm in some really nice apartments like in Islamabad, and then the one here, for example, you've got the lounge here. You go upstairs. And then this is my bed. Simple bathroom with cold shower. If it's hot, I haven't figured it out yet. And then breakfast. So we've got omelette and roti here and chai, all included. And it's about 3,200 rupees for 3 nights, which is about £3.50 a night, which is fantastic. So another day begins. We are now planning to head to the Wagah Border to watch the ceremony of the Pakistan Army against the Indian Army. I've just ordered a moto taxi for the first time in Pakistan. I've normally been getting cars, but on a motorbike it's so much cheaper, so he should be arriving in a couple of minutes. And then I'm going to go meet my friend and we're going to figure out how to get to the border. Playing the foreigner card right now, begging them to let us in because we've turned up way too late. The army guys are doing their work. Yeah, you might have to show your...
वॉक करके आ सकते हैं ठीक है, we can walk.
We walk?
आप थोड़ा सा इंतजार कर सकते हैं. They're gonna take us off and then we're gonna walk. यहाँ पे रोक रहे हैं.
We tried to play the foreign card when we got to the border. It almost worked. The army let us in through the first few checkpoints, but then the big sergeant boss was not happy, said that they were renovating the border. I think we just turned up way too late. We slept in today and then left at like 3 p.m. If we'd turned up at 12, it might have been a different story. So now we're going to try and keep morals high. We're heading to get some nice coffee back in Lahore city. 80% of the milk for Lahore coming from this area alone. You might be wondering why there's nobody in this cafe right now, and that's because there's a curfew at 4 p.m. technically in Lahore. So all the shops, businesses are closing up, the police come around and regulate it, but because Meher here is such a popular girl and she knows the manager, he's letting us stay and have coffee. This is just like last night when we snuck into the biryani place. All the lights are off, they pretend like they're closed. You do a bit of sweet talking and then you can just go straight in and you see like this underground scene of the food and drink going on. Lahore never sleeps, so this curfew is obviously not being followed. Good morning everybody, I am back from Lahore. What a weekend it's been. Even though everything was pretty much closed tourist wise, because of Meher and Harris and other good locals that I met, I had a weekend full of eating good food, seeing some nice local spots, meeting lots of people, friends of friends, and generally seeing what the people of Lahore are like. A lot of people told me it wouldn't be safe to go there and that the smog would be really bad. I did get ill, to be honest. I don't know if it was the smog or the food, but I've had 3 weeks in Pakistan with no problems, and then in Lahore it defeated me. So I had some sort of flu for a couple of days. I've just recovered now. I'm back in Islamabad, but I'm glad I went. It was a great experience. And now we continue onwards to Peshawar. So I'll see you next time.